Hello Libra and welcome to my channel. This is going to be a weekly reading for June 19th through to the 25th, okay? Be a nice short reading just to give you a bit of a heads up of what the energies are doing for you this week. We'll do one ping of the sound bowl just to cleanse the energy and tune in. Okay, so you can join me if you like on a nice inhalation. And exhale. Okay, Libra, let us see what is coming up for you this week. I was feeling a kind of, what happens, the energy that I was feeling when I did that was what I do if I do a remote healing for somebody where the core of my body is just sort of ever so slightly rotating clockwise, or it's like this, so. And it's got something to do with the chakras that are kind of spinning as well. So that felt quite strong. I felt quite sensitive to that this week. So for some of you, maybe you are working with any sort of Kundalini awakening practices or clearing out the chakras. It felt very heart-based and also a bit of solar plexus as well. So that's kind of interesting. Or maybe you're just needing some healing at some time to clear a blockage. All right, Libra. Well, Ace of Wands wanted to jump out there, but I'm not taking jumpers. Okay, so we're literally getting 3 cards there. The theme for the week, the unexpected, and advice from Spirit. Your theme for the week, 2 of Wands. Where do I go? Which direction? Right. Unexpected, the Chariot. Well, you've decided where you're going, and you're going with a lot of force and vigor. Advice from Spirit, 8 of Wands. Okay, guys, we do have quite a lot of movement in these cards. We've got a pathway, we've got a vehicle of travel, and we've got shooting fast. All right, if I show you these things together, important that I do so because sometimes you pick up on signs and synchronicities or even color vibrations. So you may be picking up on something that I don't pick up on, okay, that is relative to you. All right, the theme, 2 of Wands. Some of you really might be looking at your direction in life. You're looking at your pathway. What do I invest my energies into as it relates to my passion, my heart, my motivation, and my work? Okay, so for some of you feeling at a crossroads, like, oh, which direction do I go in? I feel like I'm at a standstill. For others of you, there's a goal that you have in mind, but you're not quite sure which way to go about it. Now, the 2 of Wands basically is the next step from the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands wanted to jump out. It means that you've already sparked this inspired action, inspired idea, and you've taken it to the next level. You may be at a position now where you are seeing the pros and cons to the situation because you've taken the next step. And now you're trying to navigate which way do you go about it in order to prosper. Okay, so it feels to me like one way would be harder because it's climbing up a mountain, but the mountain represents great achievement, and the other path is a bit of an easier route. It's a smaller mountain, smaller element of achievement. So this really is talking about your questioning within yourself. And we're talking about work, we're talking about the things that you're doing, the things where you feel kind of like you're following your sense of purpose. These are this is the theme. And what you're really questioning within yourself is, do I play it safe? Or do I add a little bit of risk factor? Okay, do I really go outside my comfort zone, really push myself to the nth degree? Because if I do so, yes, I could fall, but if I succeed, I will succeed a lot more than if I went down the kind of easier, mediocre route. Okay, so these are the kinds of things that you are looking at this week. Obviously, the choice is yours. What I do like about this reading is that the unexpected is the Chariot. So it feels to me that you are going to be probably choosing the more difficult route, the route that would be a lot more successful or higher achievement should you go down that route. I mean, for some of you, you might even be looking to higher education to support the methods that you want to do. You might need to put a lot more hours in because the stakes are higher, right? Now, what I love about the Chariot card is it's unexpected. So all of a sudden, you are being fueled with energy. The Chariot talks about success, it talks about victory, it talks about charging forward and kind of going, you know what, I'm going to see my light, I'm going to see my dark, and I'm going to go anyway, right? My light is like, I know my worth, I know what I'm capable of. My dark is like, oh goodness, I fear that I might not, I fear failure. I feel that I am going to return to the place I'm at now, I'm not going to achieve anything, right? You're going to do it anyway. You're going to go, you know what, I see all of it, and I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to put everything into it, and I'm going to charge forward and not look back. Now, because it's coming in the unexpected, you obviously not expecting this, meaning that there could be another situation that's plopping on in that's going to propel you even further. Also, what's unexpected is that when you decide that road that you're going on, right, metaphorically speaking, of course, or quite physical, actually, we'll talk about that, it feels to me like you are, there's another deciding factor that comes on. And as soon as you make that decision, all of a sudden it's like the momentum, the energy of the universe kind of goes, yes, Libra, we're going to take you in the current and we're going to send you there. See, the universe doesn't judge whether something is good or something bad. The universe only judges based on your mindset and your emotions and what your vibrations are feeding out into the reality. And then it matches that. So if you choose the hardest, what you see as the hardest route but maybe the most successful, the universe will kind of go, okay, that's what you want, let's do it. Let's do it fast and furious. Okay, now for some of you it could also be that where you felt a little bit stuck in the beginning of the week of like, oh God, where do I go, you know, I'm in this like crossroads. I mean, for some of you it could even be in a relationship as well, where you're like, maybe there's two people that you're interested in, you're in the dating scene. For others of you, you could be like, well, I'm in a partnership but I really feel like I need to go there for my own personal growth, but is my partner going to support me if I want to do that for a while? And like, that sort of energy, right? Feels to me like you are charging forward. It is movement happening forward. There is travel on this card like you wouldn't believe, okay? And I would say unexpected, okay? Just when you felt like you were stuck, all of a sudden, boom, it goes forward. Now, advice from Spirit, 8 of Wands. What Spirit is trying to say here is that victory is yours if you take it. Now, the 8 of Wands can sometimes even talk about air travel. So not only have we got someone walking along a path, physical walking, we got someone in a vehicle, in the chariot, moving. The 8 of Wands can talk about aviation, can talk about a flight. So for some of you, there may be a lot of travel happening, quite literally for you, okay? But what Spirit here is trying to say is like, just go with it. Just go with it. Where the energy pulls you to go, follow that, okay? The 8 of Wands again talks about success, achievement, fast action, information coming backwards and forwards, excitement, all right? It's like, even for those looking for love, if you've decided, you know what, I want more out of love, 8 of Wands sometimes talks about the arrows of love shooting on in. Things are happening much faster than you realize, okay? So if that's the case, you might as well go big or go home. All right, so amazing reading, Libra. This is super exciting. This is a lot of victory for you this week, okay? You may be exploring which way to go about it, but you know what? Spirit has your back. Anything will be successful, so you might as well choose the better one, all right? So that's all I have for you. I hope this helped. I hope it resonated. Please give me a thumbs up if you did like this reading. And if you're interested in a personal reading, check out my website, loveatormore.com. And I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.